Wow. Nice crowd. Wow, what a great crowd, Jeff. Thank you very, very much. What a warm welcome into Saskatoon Willowgrove. A brand new constituency. Chevy, I don't like your chances based on what I'm seeing here today. Thanks everyone for joining us today for the campaign launch. I'm happy to share with you that I did visit with the Lieutenant Governor this morning here in Saskatoon, and we had a chat, talked about the state of the province, talked about springtime in Saskatchewan. She says hello, by the way, not just to us, but to all the political parties contesting and the people of the province. And then we talked a little bit about the 27th Legislative Assembly. And I requested that she would dissolve the 27th Legislative Assembly and that she would issue a writ of election for the date of April the 4th of this year. And so, friends, this is the first day of this election campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you know this from having door knocked and having visited with your neighbors already, and our candidates know this as well. There are a number of important issues that will be discussed in this campaign that will factor into people's decision, but there is no issue more important today in Saskatchewan or more central to this election than the economy, than the protection and the preservation of the increased numbers of jobs we have in the province today, and the environment that we need to create more jobs today and in the future. The number one issue in this campaign in the province will be the economy. The question will be, which party has the proven record, has the team, has the ideas, have the vision to keep Saskatchewan's economy strong? That's the question. You're going to help us make the case, I hope. At the doorsteps of this constituency and across the province, at the farm gates across Saskatchewan, I hope you will help us make the case that ours is that team and that plan to deliver a strong economy for Saskatchewan people. And by the way, when you're campaigning and when you're door knocking, you're going to go well equipped. You're going to have some irrefutable facts and some powerful truths. You will have on your side the proven track record of the Saskatchewan Party after 8 years in leadership. And you're going to have the track record of the other guys when they were in government to help make the case. And it will clearly be, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, a choice between backwards and forwards. One need only look at the records of the two main contestants in this election, and we should, by the way, today and in the days ahead, especially when it comes to this key issue of the economy. With respect to economic growth, for example, under the NDP from 2001 to 2007, that's not that long ago, from 2001 to 2007, we posted the worst economic growth rate in the nation, behind every other province in Canada. Since 2007, since the election of the Saskatchewan Party, we have posted the second best growth rate in all of Canada, exceeding the national average, sometimes by twofold. From 2001 to 2007, under the NDP, and there were certainly some good years in that period, Saskatchewan posted the worst job creation record in all of Canada. The worst. Dead last behind every other province. Since 2007, because of what you've done, because of our resources, and I think because of a positive business climate we've created in the province, we've posted the second best job creation record in all of Canada. We've created... 68,800 new jobs in this province since 2007. If you do math, that's about one per hour. where someone's creating a job right now while we're meeting here. And perhaps the most important measure of all when it comes to the economy, this measure of are people moving in or out of your province? Consider the facts that during the NDP's time in office, 56,000 more people moved out than moved in. And since the election of the Saskatchewan Party, 83,000 more people have moved in than out to build their futures right here in Saskatchewan. As I've said, the credit goes to Saskatchewan people in this economy, but we have worked hard through our growth plan to create the right climate for that investment, for that new job creation. One of the elements of that growth plan has been that we would keep taxes competitive, that we would keep our regulatory framework competitive in this province to attract new jobs and new investment. And here again, we have a positive track record in terms of comparing with our opponents, with our main opponents, the NDP. Because during their 16 years in office, they increased your taxes 21 times. That's actually pretty hard to do. There's only one budget a year. They increased the PST 4 times. Your Saskatchewan Party government has delivered historic property tax relief. We've delivered historic income tax relief. We've dropped 114,000 low-income people off the tax rolls completely. And we've delivered small business tax relief because they're the engine of growth. The economy will be the central question in this election, but not just because of the jobs we want to protect and the jobs that we want to see created anew in Saskatchewan. The economy will be the important question in this election for one other basic reason. It pays for everything. It pays for the quality of life we want to offer in this province. It's the economy that gets the highways paved, and we got to do more of that. It's the economy that provides the investments we need for better health care and better education and better social services. That's the central importance of the economy. Our time in government, I think, has demonstrated that because of a growing economy, we've been able to act in these areas. We've been able to make key investments. We haven't just talked about these particular issues in education and in healthcare or in infrastructure. Again, our friends, our main opponents in this election, they have done a lot of talking, both in government and they're still talking about a number of these issues. They're talking right now, for example, about healthcare, about the proper complement of healthcare workers in this province. Well, when they had a chance to be in government to do more than just talk, they actually eliminated 450 nursing positions in the province, and we lost 173 doctors. Compare that to our record since 2007, 3,000 more nurses providing care in the province today, 2,000 of them RNs, 650 doctors, some specialists, some general practitioners practicing today than there were in 2007. NDP talk, Saskatchewan Party action. They like to talk about, and they're doing it again now, about surgical wait times. I find this very interesting because while they had time to serve in government, while they had time to act instead of talk, they presided over the longest surgical wait times in all of Canada. That's right here in Saskatchewan, the home of Tommy Douglas, the home of Medicare. The NDP government presided over the longest wait times for surgery in all of Canada since 2007 with the deployment of private clinics in the public system and yes, more investment from a growing economy into healthcare. We've turned that record into the shortest wait times for surgeries in all of Canada. NDP talk, Saskatchewan Party action. They talk about healthcare facilities still today. They talked about them in government, but they closed 52 hospitals, including the Plains Hospital in Regina. Our party in government since 2007 has doubled investment in healthcare infrastructure, new hospitals in rural Saskatchewan, a replacement for Moose Jaw, brand new hospital in that community, finally a new Saskatchewan psychiatric hospital in North Battleford, and finally a children's hospital in the province. NDP talk, Saskatchewan party action. They talk a lot about seniors care. When they had a chance to do more than just talk, they closed 1,200 long-term care beds, and we lost 400 nursing positions in the province of Saskatchewan. The Saskatchewan Party since 2007, well, we've either replaced or opened up long-term care beds, 15 brand new facilities, 700 more frontline workers delivering care to seniors, and we've got to do better. There's more work to be done, but once again, NDP talk, Saskatchewan Party action. And the list goes on. In post-secondary education, over 16 years, they provided increases of an average of 1% a year. Since we were elected in 2007, that increase has been 7.5% a year. Increase in operating funds for post-secondary, NDP talk, Saskatchewan Party action. Child care spaces, when they had a chance to do more than just talk. They created on average 180 new spaces a year. Our government since 2007, 600 new spaces a year. The NDP talk, Saskatchewan Party action. How about municipal revenue sharing? They talked about that for a long time while they were downloading on municipalities, by the way. They never delivered on meaningful revenue sharing until 2007, and the government changed, and now revenue sharing has doubled, and municipalities are meaningful partners with the provincial government as they should be, because we were prepared to act rather than just talk about the issue. Ladies and gentlemen, in this campaign, we're going to highlight a number of other ideas that actually enhance the existing growth plan that we continue to offer to the people of this province. We're going to announce some specific investments in people and quality of life that we want. There won't be a lot of that, though. There won't be a lot of expensive campaign promises, because unlike our friends across the way, we're not prepared to make promises that we cannot keep. For that has also been the brand and the track record of this party. The last 8 years in office, we keep the promises that we make. We're going to ensure that there is fiscal strength going forward. The kind of fiscal strength, by the way, that earned this province for the first time ever under a Saskatchewan Party government, not one but two AAA credit ratings, and the second lowest debt to GDP ratio in all of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is pretty clear in this election. Action or talk. Forward or backward. The future or the past. A party that believes that the best days for this province are still ahead of us. That we can hit every growth target that we set because of the amazing people in this province and because of our resources. Versus a party that is on the record as saying they didn't believe this province could grow in terms of its population, even at the national average. That's the choice that's before Saskatchewan people. It is a choice that is underscored by a fundamental question. Is Saskatchewan stronger now than it was 8 years ago? We know there's more work to be done. Everyone on this end of the room and frankly out there, we know there's more work to be done. But as to that central question, are things better now and stronger now in Saskatchewan than they were in 8 years ago? I appreciate the fact that you've answered, but I think that question was answered already. You'll find that answer in more healthcare workers by the thousands. You'll find that answer in the hundreds of people who got timely surgical care that used to languish on the longest surgical wait lists in the country. You'll find that answer given by 400 plus of your fellow residents who have intellectual disabilities and languished on another NDP waitlist because they wanted the dignity of a home, of a group home space. And now they have that group home space because we eliminated that waitlist. They'll answer the question, are things better today than they were 8 years ago? The answer can be found in 68,000 people working in jobs that didn't even exist when the NDP were in power. The answer can be found in 128,000 more people calling Saskatchewan home than they used to 8 years ago. The answer can be found in thousands of young people who've chose to stay in this province, who found their future in Saskatchewan. I know there's more work to do, but Saskatchewan is strong today. Saskatchewan has never been stronger. Let's keep it that way. On April the 4th, let's keep Saskatchewan strong. Thanks for coming out today.